Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a review on these Gershion Polygel things. I have a pink polygel, some brushes, and some gel polishes. So these brushes, they came in this set with 4 just like this. I was very intrigued, very curious. It turns out all the brush heads have different shapes, so I found that to be very cool. There's like the regular polygel flat shape, and then there's like a flat top square shape one, and then there's a very fine one. So yeah, you can see that there. And it turns out later on in the video when I opened up the scraper ends, all the scraper ends were different. There was one polygel scraper, there was actually a cuticle pusher in there, and some other tools that you guys will see later in the video. So I don't know, I found that to be very interesting and just unique and innovative, and I think Gershion is actually stepping their cookies up, so I'm here for that. They also sent me a pink polygel to work with today, and that is the base for my design, and it's called Natural Pink, I believe, and it's a very beautiful pink. I absolutely love this color of pink polygel. I feel like it's just a great color. Like, everyone loves this color. I always see amazing results on my analytics when I do a video using this color. Like, I don't know, it's a very flattering, beautiful baby pink, and it just has this like gel-like quality to it. Polygel is just very consistent all throughout. It's so nice. They also sent me a gel polish kit. I think it's a kit. I call it a kit because they just all come together, but I don't know if they're advertising this as a kit or not. So I did all the swatches for you guys so you can see what the colors are looking like. So I'm gonna let you guys enjoy that swatching now. So I wanted this video to be very helpful for beginners, and I don't want to be too distracting, so I'm going to be popping in and out whenever I feel like it's necessary for me to be saying something. I don't want to be on screen the entire time in this video because, like I said, I want to make this geared toward beginners. I don't want to distract too much. And I do see how face cam can get old real quick, so I'm gonna try to see how you guys like this style of editing. Like, this is all new for me. I'm trying to find a good method to please both crowds because some people like it, some people are not here for it, and I completely understand. And I want to say thank you for your feedback because it just helps me do better and just do what you guys want. So I'm gonna talk you guys through the polygel prep that I showed you guys today. I came on screen with the tips already applied. I applied the tips with base coat gel and just cured them on. You can put on glue if you want to. It's whatever you feel like is better. So after that, that's when I shape up the sides of the nails. I take a nail clipper and clip down the bulk to just make it go faster. And then I use a hand file, and holding the file very firm and very straight, I start creating my coffin shape into that nail. After the shaping is done, I want to do some prep on the natural nail at this point. So you will take your hand file and rough up your natural nail or your sanding band at a slow speed and just add some grooves into the natural nail so that the product has something to grip onto. And then after that, you can push back your cuticles. You can use a cuticle bit with your e-file. You can trim your cuticles with a nipper if it's necessary. Do whatever you need to do depending on the time and place and the scenario that you have going on with the natural nails you're working on. After all of that is done, you're gonna need to dehydrate, remove dust and oils. I love the Young Nails swipe. I have a different swipe I'm using today. This one is a Manicure swipe cleanser. I do not know the difference between this one and the blue one. I need to look that up myself on my own free time to see like what is the difference between those two. but I'm using the manicure one today and it worked well, dehydrated the nail for me. And then after that, we are going to apply our first coat of primer. So go ahead, apply the primer to all the nails. And then right before I apply the base coat gel, I'm gonna do the second coat of Protein Bond from Young Nails primer. And you might wanna let it soak in just a little bit before applying the base coat gel so they don't mix together on the nail. That's what I do. And then I go ahead and stick the hand in to cure, and that is your bond layer, your first layer. That's the layer that's sticking to the natural nails. So it's important to do that part first correctly so that you don't get lifting and everything is good to go. So that's how I do my prep for polygel and acrylic nowadays, actually. So yeah, once this comes out of the lamp, you want to wipe away the sticky tacky layer with a lint-free pad, a lint-free cotton pad. I got these from Young Nails as well, and using the manicure swipe, I'm gonna take off that sticky layer from the base coat gel. So at this point, we are applying the polygel. I do have a couple of talking points, like key points, like tips and tricks I want to give you guys that I wrote down here. So if you see me looking down a lot, I'm just reading my notes. So I noticed that when I had excess polygel that I was not able to use on that nail I was working on, you can just put it onto the next nail over and try to, before you cure that first nail you're working on, go ahead and blend it into the apex. So what that's going to do is preemptively build up your apex for the next nail, and it makes it a lot easier to make a proper shape with polygel. I know polygel can be kind of a pain to work with when it comes to making it thick and built up in the proper shape and structure. So that kind of helps to just do that part before, and then by the time we get to that nail, it's already built up right there. So you just have to like do that one layer of polygel, and it looks great. It saves you some time, and it gives you something to do with that excess polygel if you maybe didn't know what to do with it. So you're gonna see how I handle my brush. I made sure to leave in the parts where I was cleaning my brush off. So I also included the parts where you see me dipping my brush into the manicure swipe. So I'm using the swipe to work with this polygel today, and it worked really well for me. So I want you guys to take notice of all the times you kind of see my brush getting sticky with that polygel. I pull away, dip into the cleanser, get my brush wet. If I feel like my brush is gunky, you need to clean it off, so start wiping it off. You can use a paper towel or a lint-free cotton pad, whatever you got. Just clean it off your brush. I found that I was actually cleaning my brush quite a few times here and there. So yeah, you guys, go ahead and watch this application. So I'll be back. So I went ahead and file shaped and buffed off screen today, and if you guys want to see a real detailed filing, I will have that in the cards. And I'm gonna put a video in the cards that shows my prep and detailed filing and shaping, all the steps we're doing on this fake hand but on my real hand. So if you want to see it on a real person, go check out that video. So now is the fun part, the glitter. I'm going to apply all these glitters in with top coat. It's just something I've been doing lately. It's so much easier than having to encapsulate or add on extra product, and it's easier to remove and change up your design this way. So I'm going to place these into the top coat and then flash cure. I'm going to tell you real quick all the stuff that I'm using. Those black butterflies are called Dark Night from NailHeaven Supply Store. The blue stars are called Sky from NailHeaven Supply Store. And if you see me using half of a blue star, like cut in half, I just clipped it with a nail clipper and then just applied it that way. Instead of having to file it later, just cut it in half. And then there's this really cute like pink glitter that I place in. That's actually a acrylic mix, but it's called Bubbalicious, and that one's from NailHeaven Supply Store too. So if you guys are gonna shop on NailHeaven Supply Store, be sure to use my code Femi.beauty10 for 10% off, and I think it's for the whole site. And then you're gonna see me bring out a real pretty fine pink glitter. That one is called Sakura Storm from Young Nails. And then you'll see me flash curing between each nail to make sure everything stays in place before I put my fake hand into the big lamp to do a full cure. By the way, I forgot to mention this in the polygel portion of the video, but when you cure the polygel, maybe cure double the recommended time, because I cured these polygel nails for the recommended time, and they still felt soft. So I had to cure like double the time till they felt actually hard and cured all the way. So at this point, I'm happy with my glitter. I'm gonna seal this in with top coat. I'm gonna top coat once and then cure that in the lamp. When it comes out, I'm gonna clean up the side walls because it's gonna get a little bit bulky and lose its shape with the hand file. And then after that, I'm gonna top coat again. And then before I stick it in the lamp for the second time, I'm gonna wipe down the sides with my fingers. And that's just gonna help maintain our beautiful coffin shape. So yeah, you guys, this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys all so much. I want to give a proper thank you to my patrons on Patreon. I really appreciate you guys who want to support and help out my channel. It's amazing. I don't know. I'm just so grateful and thankful for you all. Thank you for all the love and support you guys have been showing to me. It's overwhelming. You guys, I don't know, I just love you so much, and I hope this was helpful. Please have an amazing day or night, everyone, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.